Say goodbye to plugging into your Xbox controller, because I figured it out. I mean, it cost money, but I figured it out. Stay tuned. What's going on, guys? Tony Hannity's here with Lazy Tech TV, and a few weeks ago I published this video which pretty much laid out how to very quickly and probably the cheapest way for someone to continue using their brand new Series X, and I guess also the new PlayStation 5 with a digital optical cable, or rather without the digital optical cable, but you'd still be able to hear it. Anyways, it was definitely a hodgepodge of a way to get around it, and it wasn't the most elegant way to get around it. And like I had mentioned in that video, Astro has an adapter for $40, but it's sold out right now. So what's the boy to do? I went to Amazon and checked out some of the other alternatives, and this is what I came up with. The JTech Digital HDMI to optical cable adapter is just under $40. It is a nice, very well built metal box that is powered via not USB but actual electricity, so you're gonna have to plug it in. It also comes with nothing. There's like no other cables. You have to provide all of your own cables. Arguably, you have a digital optical cable, you will have to get another HDMI cable, because this is gonna be passing through that as well too. And that's especially if you're using something like an Elgato, but we'll get into that. And for those of you wondering, yes, this would apply if you're using like a mix amp from Astros. So let's talk about this guy. It's pretty self-explanatory. On the front of it, you have all of your outputs, and then on the back of it, you have all of your inputs. And I don't know, like it's like I said, it's a nice metallic build, and it looks similar to that of the one that Astro is doing, although this has an added bonus of the analog left and right if you want to plug it into, I don't know, like a speaker system, or if you have a whole like home theater system. And then on the input, you can also choose if you want to do full pass-through, or if you want to have the stereo 2.1 or 5.1 surround sound. When I set this up, I actually tried both 2.1 and 5.1, and it just wouldn't work. So I just had to click it over to pass through, but everything that I was expecting with regard to ambient sound and directional sound, it all still worked. And as I mentioned, this works fine with the Elgato. When I plugged it in originally, I had it in the order of the Xbox, and then this adapter, and then the Elgato, and then going to my monitor, and the Elgato also going to the computer. That didn't work. Maybe it would, maybe it wouldn't. I just kind of gave up on that. When I plugged it in, it just came up with the blue screen, like, nope, that's not what I want. So I just unplugged it, and I put it behind the Elgato. So it went from Xbox to Elgato, then to the adapter, and then to my monitor. And then my monitor was able to display the game, and the Elgato also picked up the game. So that's how I kept it. And of course, I used the existing digital optical cable that was already plugged into my Go XLR, or conversely, already plugged into my mix amp, and it sounds great. So when I'm playing my games like Apex or golfing with friends or anything of the like, I can hear everything without any kind of lag, and it is wondrous. So if you're like me and you had extra cables with other cables and maybe some more cables, and you're like, what's with all these cables? Well, we're not going full wireless, but we are going to allow you to get back into pretty much the same swing of things with one more cable, but that can be hidden into the back of your system if you can. Now, one thing that this doesn't really support is HDR. Now, mind you, I have the Elgato HD 60S, so it should do HD 1080p at 60 frames per second, and this does allow for that. This adapter does allow for that pass-through of the HDMI to go to the monitor, so I get 1080p at 60 frames per second. But what it does not pass through is HDR. So if I had the HD 60S Plus, I probably wouldn't see HDR with this particular digital optical adapter. There are other adapters out there that might support HDR. That is something else that might have to come into a little bit more research for me once I get into that area. But for right now, I'm getting everything that I wanted, and I'm very, very happy I can get rid of the cable that was being plugged into my controller. So if you guys have any other questions or comments, please leave that in the comment section down below. Links, as always, are found in the description, including the purchase link down below, the affiliate link. Make sure you're checking us out on the Discord. I do stream on Twitch Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and sometimes Saturdays. And if you want, right now in the month of November 2020, I'm doing a giveaway. It's the giveaway month, so hope to see you guys there and talk to you in the next one. Late.